Hello, folks. So, in this video, I wanted to talk about scams, right? There are all kinds of scams out there. I'll talk about some specific money related scams. Usually, scam is usually about money, but it can also just be like doing some harm and getting something in some form. And it doesn't have to be directly in the form of money, it can be just anything, right? They can just get something valuable out of you and scam you, right? So let's start off. One interesting scam that I've noticed and that many people might not even realize is this, right? You order online on some website, you haven't ordered there before. This is the first time you're ordering. You think it's a legit website and whatnot. They have a contact us page and whatnot, and then you pay, but you never get the product or you can never get the service. Basically, you just got scammed. They got the money from you, but they didn't give you the product or service or whatever you needed in return, right? I've literally done this. Usually, the way to prevent yourself from this is ensure that there's a cash on delivery option. So, only when the product or service is given to you, only then pay for it. I literally got something called, I got basil seeds, basically tulsi seeds online. It was pretty cheap. The website seemed very legit. They actually asked me to pay online. For a moment, I was gonna pay for it also. I think the website is called, I forgot the name, something about healthy, whatever, right? I can't remember the website. It seemed very legit. The seeds seemed very cheap. Interestingly, I was looking at different kinds of seeds online, basil seeds. Some basil seeds were actually for growing basil, the plant, tulsi, and some basil seeds were actually for consumption. I'm not sure what is the difference in like what they do for both the products. Like, do they do some processing so that it grows the plant grows better when they do some processing and all? Like, what is the difference? I don't know. Both are seeds. Why is one seed said to be for consumption while the other seed is said to be for growing? Because for growing basil plant, the seeds they give is just some few seeds. Well, for consumption they give in grams, say 100 grams, 250 grams, 500 grams, 1 kg and all, right? And for growing, the basil seeds were really, really costly and online on Amazon and all. So I put this cash on delivery order. I still haven't gotten the order up till date, like to date. Though I got an email saying the order got processed and all, I never got the order, okay? I put my number, I put my address and whatnot, and of course they sent the email and all that, but nothing, no product has come till now. It's been at least a month or so, I think. So this is one kind of scam you got to be careful about. I did actually pay for one company like this, but fortunately I didn't get scammed. But fortunately is not a good term to use, because it's just depending on hope, right? There is this company called Tenotis, where I paid some 10k bucks to actually get my micro SD card. They said it's an imported card and whatnot. I'm still wondering if it's actually imported or like if they're just scam. There are Google reviews about them that it's good and all. Anyone can put a Google review. I just read it and I was like, okay, this seems legit. I spoke to their support and whatnot. I paid the money, I got the card, and it's working fine. I still haven't tested the card if it's fake or legit, but I paid 10k. I could have also paid Amazon for some 6k and gotten a card, but I didn't want to get a fake card and like end up paying 6k for a fake card that doesn't work or that has a low speed, right? I would rather pay more and get an original card, but of course I need to be sure that it's original, right? So that is one kind of scam too that can happen. You can get fake products, right? And then another crazy thing that can happen is this, right? Like sometimes I go in cabs, or I go in say autos, or I go in two-wheelers, mostly two-wheelers and autos, and then sometimes these people say they need cash, right? In Bangalore this doesn't happen a lot, but usually they say they are okay with UPI, but sometimes they are like can you pay more in UPI? Yes, exactly, right? So they're like, UPI, yes, if you can pay more, or else cash. Like, what do you mean if you can pay more? Like, Are they asking for more money if you are paying by UPI? Let's say it's 100 rupees for auto, but then they're saying pay 150 if you're paying by UPI or pay 100 by cash. Just to say it's something like service charge or whatever, right? But then what happens in reality is this, right? They say I have some 500 bucks or 1500 bucks or say 1900 bucks or something. You need to pay me 100 bucks. I will give you 1000 bucks. Just send me 1100 bucks over UPI. Now what is going on, right? The first time this happened to me, I said, no, I don't have that much money. I lied, of course, or I'm actually telling the truth. A lot of times I don't even keep so much money in my bank account, especially the bank account where I spend money. The other account where I get my salary, there is some very little amount left out after all my investments, automatic investments. I just automatic, some of them manual and whatnot, but basically after all my investments there is very little money left out just for expenses. And for my expenses there's a different account. This is based on one of the ideas that I've read from this book called Let Money Do Work For You or something. Let's Talk Money by I think Helen, I forgot the name, Monica Helen, I think. Yes, Monica Helen. She's an Indian author and a very popular person in the finance industry. I think she has also been part of the SEBI regulatory. So based on her idea, I just have a separate expense account. So in that account, I have less money. So I just say, or you can just lie saying I have less money in my account. I can't pay that much and all. So you just pay cash, or you just somehow try to get the cash and pay it. Like usually the destination I end up in, somehow I get the cash. Like if I end up in my office or something, I can ask someone for cash. If I end up in my house, I can ask for cash. If I end up in my hostel, I can ask for cash from someone. Or sometimes I carry my wallet in Bangalore. Very rarely these days, but I think I should carry my wallet more. Whenever someone asks for money, I should just give them the cash. But ideally I don't want to pay in cash, because when you pay in cash, you get back cash in case you need change. Like say you have 500 and you need to pay only 100, or you have 100, you need to pay only 50 or 80, you get back cash. And in cash, the problem is you can have fake notes, right? Fake currency notes. It's called, there's even an official term for it, fake currency note something, FCN something, right? In banks they use it. So I don't want to deal with fake currency, right? So, and this person, whoever is trying to give me money and then saying, hey, I have cash, you need to pay me some amount of money. Say you need to pay me 100 bucks, I have some 1000 bucks, take this 1000 bucks and give me 1100 bucks over UPI. And you're just wondering, why do you need like cash to UPI? Like why do you need cash to digital? If you think about it clearly, which I thought for a moment when this person asked me, not so much, but for a moment, but then I was like, no, I don't have that much money. It was very fishy, right? Not fishy in the sense, it was just odd. Okay, the first time this happened to me. So I said, no, I'm not going to do it. And then I said, okay, I'll just pay you whatever I need to pay you, and then I'll go. So I paid them, and then I realized, why would this person do this? Because they can actually convert fake money into real money like this. They can just give me 1000 bucks fake money, and then I need to pay them 100 bucks. And they can give me 1000 bucks in cash in fake money. You can't give fake money in digital cash, right? Like in UPI, I haven't seen anyone cheating me in UPI, right? So in digital money. So they said they'll give me 1000 rupees cash. It'll be 1000 rupees cash note, which is fake currency notes. They'll give me. I'll pay them with my real money from my bank account using UPI. And they'll get 1000 rupees real cash. So they basically stole 1000 rupees from me and gave me some random fake currency note, whose value is nothing real in reality, though it seems like the value is 1000 rupees, right? And they would have also gotten whatever money they needed, like which is 100 bucks for their service, which is fine, right? And similar things can happen. I think even in places where they say we will give you cash if you have credit card or debit card or something, right? So swipe credit card and get cash. And these are places that are not ATMs, right? These are not ATM machines. These are people sitting around and they have a card machine, and basically they are acting like an ATM, but they are not an ATM, right? And they are literally not an ATM. They are actually giving you fake money, most probably, because what is in it for them, right? One thing that they say is we will take 2% cash or something, right? For credit card, I think they'll take 2% charge, or even for debit card or something, probably to say that there is no ATM nearby, but I'll give you money. If you need money, give me your card, I'll swipe the card, as if to basically you're buying something from me, but you're not buying anything from me, you're just getting cash. That's literally just ATM, right? But this is not an official ATM by any bank. This is just a person sitting around as if they're actually selling something, say some product or service, but you're paying them through a card and you're getting the cash from them, right? So you pay, say, you say swipe the card, give me 1,000 rupees. They swipe the card, they get 1,000 rupees from your debit card or credit card along with any charges that they're asking for, and then they give you 1,000 rupees in cash, similar to how a ATM gives you money. But then this 1,000 rupees in cash, whatever you just swiped, you swiped for 1,000 rupees, they get the real money to their account because their credit card machine is legit. They get 1,000 rupees, but then the 1,000 rupees cash that they're giving you is most probably a fake currency note, because, or that's what I think. I'm very, very cruel when it comes to thinking in these things and all, and I'm like very cynical, or I don't know what's the right term to use. I'm assuming cynical is the right term. I don't know the correct definition. I should probably go check. But then most probably, like, if they're cheating, they're most probably just giving you a fake currency note. They just looted 1,000 rupees from you. So they just daylight looted, or if it's night, whatever, right? They just stole 1,000 rupees from you. 1,000 rupees being an example, of course. So they just give you a fake currency note. So this is also very possible, right? Funny thing is, if it's a credit card, they'll ask you for extra service charge, because I think credit card has some concept of service charge that they get from the merchant or something. I don't know what is that whole concept, but usually people have this charge for credit card and all. These people might have the charge for debit card also, right? So be very careful about giving people, like, your card and swiping it off and then getting cash from them, or like giving money through UPI and then getting cash from someone. Be aware, beware, be careful, because that can be very easily fake currency note. So you're just getting nothing, zero money, and then you're just giving away money to someone, right? And that too real money, white money, that too, because it's white money because it is part of your bank account and you're just giving it directly to this person, and it's all tax, like it's income tax deducted at source for you generally, assuming you're paying your taxes and all that. It's just going from your bank account to someone's bank account and whatnot, right? Or someone is probably even converting their black money to white money, right? They just have some amount of black money which is not taxed. I don't know how this works. I don't know anything about black money, but this is just a random idea that's just coming to my mind. But fake currency is the most crazy part. So really you just have to be really, really careful about this part, right? So just be careful when you actually get cash and pay someone in digital, say through UPI or through your card and all. So yeah, what else? There are other small scams. For example, I'm just walking on the road and someone says they need some money, and I'm like, dude, like to travel. They're like, someone pickpocketed them, and I'm like, okay. And they're, what do you need? I actually need some help. Okay, what help do you need? I need some money. Okay, how much do you need? 900 rupees. I'm like, okay, so you need for travel, just use your UPI or whatever. They're like, they don't have money in their UPI. I'm like, sorry, I can't help, I don't have that much money, and I just move off, right? So there are people, random people who are just trying to beg for money, who are just beggars literally, but then they're just not asking you for money just like that, saying, I don't have money. Instead they're saying they lost the money or something like that, or they're stranded or something and they need help, and they're just like, give me money, that's all, right? So I'm like, no dude, I'm sorry, I don't have money. And I literally don't have money in many cases, because I just put all the money in some investment, and the remaining money I just need it to spend it for the month, that's all, right? I usually just get the salary at the start of the month, and then, like, just put it all in investments, and just keep whatever I can, whatever I need for spending it for the month, based on whatever calculations I have. Usually it's very bad calculations till now, but it just works, and it's mostly okay, and I'm surviving with whatever money that I plan to have, and accordingly I just spend less or more, right? I ensure that I eat enough, and I have a mostly comfortable life, and I live way below my means, and it's good enough for me. So I don't even have to lie. The reality is I really don't have the money to just simply give it away to someone, right? And yeah, I mean, so you really have to be very, very careful. Beware, be careful, be aware, right? So I would totally say, it's like my mantra now, like, be careful, beware, be aware, and work with caution, apply your mind before doing something, especially when it comes to money. And a lot of scams are going on in India. You just have to be really, really careful, or else it's easy to get scammed. I understand that there's a lot of victim mindset and victim blaming, wherein someone says, see, you should have been careful. I get it. It's hard to be careful because when there are so many smart people all around trying to scam you and whatnot, but then we just can't help it. Till we nab all the people, which is impossible, there's always someone who's left out there, or who's someone coming up new and trying to do some scam. We can't nab them all, we can't stop them all the time, but we can actually make people aware, make people more knowledgeable, teach them, educate them, and ensure that they don't get scammed, because it's like precaution, right? Precaution is better than cure. I would rather help people not get scammed than end up saying, let's go catch the scammer. Like a lot of times it's hard to even catch small time scammers and all that. And it's really annoying when the scale is really small by all these small time scammers, that no one will even care to look at this. Only when there is like lakhs of money, crores of money involved, police and others will even care, right? Or the government will care. So I think we just have to be really careful and just move with caution when it comes to money and in general, when we live our day-to-day lives, daily lives. So yeah, that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.